Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to Mastering Biology. Yeah, and this video is specially for those of us who have that dream. You have that dream to become somebody great in life, and probably you are being frustrated by situations in the situation in your country and something, whatever, and then you want to have the opportunity to study abroad, but you don't have money, right? So I've created this video for you, for all my people in Africa, particularly the students who want to go abroad for their PhD, for their MSc, even for their BSc. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to go about it, and I'm starting with this video. And this video is going to be about top 10 countries, the cheapest university education in Europe, top 10 countries. So I'm going to be telling about those countries. Most times, many students, if you ask them, where do you want to study for your MSc or for your PhD, the first country they will call will be the US. But see, the US is very expensive. You pay about, most schools, $30,000. You know what that is? If you convert that to Naira, it's about, I don't know, but a lot of money. Probably 15 million, something, I don't know. But a lot of money, a lot of money. Probably about, 8 million, thereabout. But it's a lot of money, irrespective of what the arithmetic is. But a lot of money. So, but how do we go about this? How do we go about this? Now, let me tell you one. I discovered that in Switzerland, for education, you pay just $1,200. Just $1,200. I thought it was a joke, but it's actually true. Just $1,200. That is so cheap compared to the US. That's about 30 times cheaper than what you pay in the US. And education in Switzerland is extremely good, so good. Wonderful education. So there are other countries in Europe with quality education, but very cheap and friendly, of course. Now, so top 10. Now, from the 8th to 10th, 3 countries. From the Nordic region, we have Sweden, we have Denmark, and we have Finland. So in those countries, you only pay for your BS and your MSc. You don't pay for your PhD. Your PhD is actually free of charge. Free of charge. You are sponsored for your PhD. And in addition to that, you are given a job. You're given a job for your PhD. So it's an awesome thing for you to have such an opportunity to either Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. Check for some of the universities there and then apply. You don't just sit down there lamenting. No, the opportunities, my people, make use of those opportunities. Apply to those places and check if you have some schools you can apply to. Apply as early as possible. Later on, we'll tell you about how to apply for your PhD, how to get that PhD of your dream. I will create some videos for that. So now, 7th position. Yes, 7th position. 7 is the number of perfection. And that is Greece. Greece is a lovely place for you to do your education, especially for your MSc and your BSc, MSc and your PhD rather. For your BSc, you can also try to apply to Greece, for medicine and some other courses like that. In Greece, one thing to know is that the living cost in Greece is the cheapest in Europe. It's the cheapest in Europe, and also in Greece, education is actually free in a sense, but international students pay a token of 1,000. It's not actually a token; it's quite expensive. But compared to $1,800. So if you compare that to Naira, because I come from Nigeria, that is 650,000 Naira. Now, compared to many private universities in Nigeria and some other private universities, even other African countries, this is quite cheap. This is really, really quite cheap. Really quite cheap. That's for Greece. 7th position. Now, for 6th position. 6th position, we have very, very lovely place, and that country is Belgium. Yeah, Belgium. Yes, they go to the semi-finals, but that's not the reason why I put them there. But Belgium is a lovely place. Very, very lovely place. In the sense that in Belgium, you pay about $1,000 to like $5,000. So just check, that's the range, $1,000 to like $5,000, which is about 300,000 Naira to 1.8 million. Yes, it sounds much, but it's really good because you have to find the right university, and then the right course, and then apply to Belgium. And then the language you speak is French. So for those of my brothers watching, and brothers and sisters watching from neighboring African countries, Francophone countries, African countries, you can apply to Belgium for your education, not only applying to France or other French-speaking countries. You don't have any problem, no language barrier. Get good grades in your university and apply to Belgium. So the 5th position, that is the 5th cheapest in the whole of Europe, is Austria. Now, Austria is a lovely place. Austria is a lovely place. It's very historical buildings, beautiful place, but moreover, it has a lovely education. Lovely education. Instead that in Austria, you pay about $570. $570 per semester. Isn't that awesome? $570 per semester. That is really cheap. Really cheap. That's just like chicken change. $570 per semester, and if you convert that to naira, that's 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira. That's like even it's cheaper than maybe OEU or some of those other Nigerian universities. You know, it's really cheap. But the challenge is this. I'm very sincere with you. The living cost is quite expensive. But I'm going to, toward the end of this video, I'll tell you how to survive even with the high living cost. The living cost is pretty high, pretty high. It's about let me say $13,000, which should be about 4 to 5 million naira. So it's really high. And then that's just what the hurdle is for Austria. Then the fourth position, the fourth cheapest is Iceland. Now, apart from the fact that Iceland is cold, it's called Iceland, but Iceland is a very nice place for your education. For your BSc and your MSc to your PhD, there's no tuition fee, but you just pay registration fee of $425. And if you were to convert that to naira, that should be about 150,000 naira, and that is really good, really good. But the challenge with Iceland is that the language barrier is a serious problem. So if you want to consider going to Iceland, I would advise you to consider going for your PhD or for your MSc. Because, of course, for your PhD, I think they are more open in the sense of the language. So those English-speaking, native English speakers like myself should be able to, find their way around in such countries. Then we'll get to the top three cheapest countries for university education. You have, coming up third, you have Germany. Now, Germany is a lovely place. Of course, you know that German machines have one of the best machines, yes. And in Germany, education is so good in Germany. It's really nice. They have good, beautiful universities and lovely universities and a lot of funding in these universities. And in Germany, the cost for undergraduate students, I'm talking about international students, undergraduate students is about $180 to $300. So imagine $180 to $300. That's pretty cheap. And depending on that to naira, that's about 65,000 to 110,000 naira only. That's Germany. Interesting. And that's just for administrative costs. You don't even need to pay for your tuition. It's as cheap as that. And your PhD will cost 270,000 naira. Okay, let me just convert that to naira, dollars. That's about let me say $750 for your PhD. And then for the living cost. Now, the problem with many of these countries is the living cost. Because in Germany, living cost is pretty high. That's $10,000 for the living cost. So that's, if you convert that to naira, that should be about 3 million naira per year. That's a lot of money, actually, to be sincere. But I'm going to give you some tips on how to survive with this high living cost. Then the next one, the second position is France. Yes, they won the World Cup. Awesome. France is a lovely place. It's awesome and a beautiful place. It's a great place to be. And France, education there is so cheap. You pay for undergraduate $220 only. And to convert that to naira, that's 79,000 naira. Wonderful. 79,000 naira. Awesome. And the cost of living is also a challenge because you pay $11,500 per year. That's the cost of living, actually. So if you convert that to naira, that's about 4 million naira, almost the same thing, with what you pay in Germany, right? 4 million naira, it's a lot of money, actually. Then that's it for France. So if you want to go to France, you have to know how to speak French, isn't it? Of course. Now, the first, which is the cheapest, a place that always has a way, right? has a way always, and that's why the country is called Norway. Norway, don't mind the no, because it always has a way. So maybe I'll say always, right? So Norway is a wonderful place to be. A wonderful place to be. In the sense that in Norway, education is free. Education is totally free. It's totally free. It's free of charge. You pay only $37 to $74. $37 to $74. And that's about 13,000 to 26,000 naira. That cheap. That's how cheap it is. You know. But the only challenge, let me just tell you, is that you need to know how to speak Norwegian, the Norwegian language. So that's the challenge. So you most likely, if you're going for your BSc, you need to have a course that you do first for the language before you eventually start your education. And then for your PhD, you can I think you can defend in English. So there's an opportunity for you to defend in English for your PhD. So that's pretty it for Norway. And then that brings us to the end of the video today. But concerning the cost of living, my advice is that as students from Africa, we need this opportunity to improve ourselves, and moreover, most importantly, to improve our continent. So we go out there to improve ourselves, and we come back. We don't just stay there and just become professors there and just keep chopping money. No, we come back here to improve research in our country. That is the main thing. That is it. So that's why I created this video, to encourage us to go abroad for education and to improve education in our country when we come back. So the cost of living, number one thing, don't go there for luxury. Don't go there for sightseeing. When you get a room, if you can have maybe one or two other people, share with one or two people, you understand, share with them, so that you can find a way to distribute the cost of housing. And then for feeding, you guys can also work together. There are so many African stores all around. African stores. Go there, get the food, and be wise. Don't just go to a supermarket to just start shopping all manner of things. Ask them, where can I get cheap food? That's it. So it depends on your lifestyle. Where can I get cheap food? Get to that place and spend your money. Don't eat too much. Buy your food in bulk, cheap prices, and survive. And then moreover, get a church. If you are a Christian, get a church to go to. If you're a Muslim, right, get a mosque to go to. And you meet other Nigerians, other Africans there. And you meet some nice people too. You meet them, tell them your situation. You find some families that will help you. Some people will be giving you food as often as they can. And that's how you survive. So I really appreciate you all for subscribing. I thank you all for your comments and for your encouragement. And please, I wish to even kneel down to beg you. Please help me to share this video to as many African students as you can. I want my people to excel, because I know that it is the time for Africa to arise. The world is waiting for us. The world is waiting for us. This is our time. So I want you to share this video to as many students as you can, even not African students, as many students as you can. Share this video and let them know about this thing, that these opportunities are still available. And please, I want you to subscribe. I want you to like my videos and watch as many of my videos as you can. Because I'm going to be creating some other videos concerning Asia, because some of you want to go to China for your, I'm going to break it down for you to know all these things, and some other videos about how to write a proposal, research proposal, and some other things, and even educational videos. And I thank you all for watching this video, and thank you, and God bless you. Bye.